They would be 3 up at the head and 2 at the foot.
I was going to ask you how many shared beds.
Sometimes it's 5.
So how big was that house?
Well, that house, I guess altogether wasn't no bigger than this one.
Is it still standing?
No.
How big is this big house?
Huh?
How big is the big house?
It probably wasn't.
It had
It was just a log house, like a one room, and then my daddy built or my brothers or whatever built rooms on the side of it, but the main house wasn't near as big as this. It was about probably as big as this room here, 2 stories or a little bigger.
So was it just one room upstairs, one big room upstairs?
This one big room upstairs.
I guess y'all had an outhouse. You didn't have an indoor bath, did you?
No, we didn't have an indoor
no
bath.
electricity, no water, no bath.
And we'd take
Horace was in the Army and they made
we'd take our bath in a wash tub on Saturday night. What we need to know.
and Horace
Once a week when you needed it.
Yeah, well, see, the thing about it is, you use the same water for all these boys to take a bath in. You'd heat it up, and you didn't want to heat water and wait 2 hours for it to get hot enough on the stove to take a bath in.
So you just all shared it.
All shared it, the same water.
How'd you decide who got that last bath?
Well, I would rather had the first one, but if it come my turn for the last one, I took it.
after Horace's daddy died, and these 3 boys, 3 brothers, was in the Army, 2 of his sisters bought this house. They paid $1,500 for that house, and it was a mansion to what they lived in. It was inside of the highway. It had water, electricity, and bathroom. And so when they come back, they all lived at home for a while till they married. We got married the year before Horace and Hazel, and Newt didn't get married for years and years. He was the old bachelor brother, and he got married when he was almost 50.
So when you met JB, he was living in the newer house.
Yes,
And where was that?
it was on Frost Road.
On Frost Road.
Right near the highway.
Is it still there? No. What about this house? How old is this house?
This house was on the market in 1928 for sale. I don't know how long it was built. They told me at this house, at one time when it was built for a barn.
Dr. Sally's barn, that's what I heard.
That's
This
what
was
I
Dr.
heard.
Sally's barn?
It's Dr. Sally.
And Dr. Sally
Dr.
didn't live-
Sally's house was right up there. And that's the one they moved down there next to where the old depot used to be. Fix it up now. And Dr. Sally had it up for sale in 1928. Of course, I've spent a lot of money on this house after I bought it. I redone the whole inside and the floors, and built the 2 bedrooms on the back, and
Do you know who built it?
and put that fireplace in, and fixed the porch, and all this and that and other. I told them I worked on it for 40 years, and I knowed it would last me the rest of my days. I wasn't doing nothing else.
It's got a beautiful mantle.
Mac Middleton made that.
That's walnut, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
That's why.
Walnut.
Just the color on it. I think that's just the color on it.
Okay. Well, it's pretty anyway.
Yeah, I got Mac and Constant boys to come here and build that thing. I paid Mac, I think it was $1,000 for them to build that.
It's chimney. Yeah, chimney. Man,
But if you used to have that chimney built now, it'd be more like $2,000 or $3,000.
Okay, well, any more good stories? Any more good stories? We'll wrap it up if not.
I can tell. I ain't got nothing to tell you. I told you that about Bud falling off that bank down there.
Okay. All right.
I'll think about.
I do have a question for you. What has been your profession? What have you done for a living?
I work for a living.
Well, what do you do? What did you do? I know you're still working. What do you do?
When I was before I got 18, I told you a while ago that I was working for Horace Pace, cutting pulp wood and helping cut saw logs and all. And then when I got, I think I was 17 years old, and I went to work in Tuxedo Cotton Mill, and I worked up there till I drafted in the Army. Then when I come back out of the Army, I went back to Tuxedo Cotton Mill and stayed up there until the boys had sold it. And then after they sold the cotton mill, J.P. Stevenson bought it out. Well, J.P. Stevenson, they wanted me to work on the third shift. When the boys had it, I was working on the second shift, and I was an overseer over about 35 hands. And so when J.P. Stevenson bought it out, they wanted to put me on the third shift, and I told them no way. I'd done had my work built up around Saluda here, mowing grass and keeping up with people's summer homes and things like that. So I didn't lose an hour of work. I just went, I said, well, I'd rather work for myself as work for somebody else anyway.
So you worked for yourself.
So after that, I just started working for myself. And because when you work for yourself, you can do as you please, you know. And so that's what I've done for years and years.
You've had some freedom.
I just kind of a jack of all trades. I work on lawnmowers and chainsaws and weed eaters, and I used to clean out old oil stove heaters and things. And
do you still do some of that?
I still work on chainsaws,
I
and
mean, do you still help do yard work? And
I still got a few homes. Of course, I've got enough to do here. I don't need to be doing nothing.